So, my name is Constance Casey, and I'm offering you a guided meditation. And I want to just say a little bit about meditation that can be helpful. And we'll start in just a couple minutes. So, one of the things that really helps is to do your meditation at the same time every day. Yeah. Do, like, say you starting, do 15 minutes a day at the same time. Yeah. It actually is amazing if you do that. Like, say you just, you decide to get ready for work early and just sit for 15 minutes, or you just decide in the evening, I'm going to set aside 15 minutes, and you do it at that same time every day. Your mind and your body will start to expect calm at that time every day. It's so cool. You actually, it starts to happen. Really, it starts to happen. Just like when every day you expect lunch at a certain time. If you do this every day with your practice and you set aside a space that really feels good for you, that supports you, where you can really just set aside distractions and focus, that is so important. And then eventually build up from 15 minutes to 30 minutes. Yeah. And then from 30 to 45. Most sits are 45 minutes to an hour is really where you start to see the benefit. So I wanted to also just mention that there are these 4 tetrads in practice. The first tetrad has to do with the breath. The second has to do with feelings. The third with the mind. And the fourth with different forms of wisdom or dharmas, okay? And in the time that we have together, which is only about a 25 minute sit, I think you're not going to get into the third and the fourth tetrad, but we're going to get into the first and the second, okay? Because you do need more time in your sit to get into them. It takes a certain amount of time just to get calm, to get really calm. And then you can investigate more after you're calm. So we'll just be focusing on calming and bringing in awareness of the breath and awareness of feeling. And feeling has to do with noticing pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral. But you don't want to do that right away. You just want to breathe in and just kind of work with the breath in a way that feels calming. There's a little bit of feeling in there because you're sensing and feeling the breath as pleasant. But then more and more we can get into the feelings that are coming up. Okay, so let's begin. Please set aside distractions and look at your intention and your commitment to sit for 25 minutes. So it always takes a few minutes, to just settle into your posture and see kind of just your environment. You feel safe, you feel comfortable, that your pants aren't too tight or pulling around your knees, or, just something about the body that needs to be settled, comfortable. And just notice how you're breathing right now. If you're breathing in short, breathing out short, that's okay. We don't want to push the breath or be too harsh with it. We want to be gentle and nourishing. Bringing our attention to the breath is less conceptual, and so it helps us really be present here and now. Just feeling into the breath. And sometimes there's a little bit of resistance or pushing away of the experience because it could be new or fresh for you. And that's okay too. We just notice that. Just bring in some honesty and some kindness, refreshing your intention. Because as we meditate, we develop more resilience to be with life and to work with life as it is. So we're just feeling the breath all the way in and all the way out. And just noticing your relationship with your meditation object. Is it friendly and kind? Breathing in a way that feels nourishing. Really settling into this very intimate connection with your own breath. And just as we settled into our posture in the beginning, we're settling into the breath. And as you feel more able to feel the breath all the way in and all the way out, then you can also start to notice more feeling in the body. And if you're feeling any heaviness or your head is dropping, see if you can't really focus on the in-breath. Bringing that breath energy in more to the more other areas of the body. You can actually spread the breath energy out. These breath energies are highly intelligent energies that we can direct in and through the whole system. And again, once we've established that calm and that connection with our beautiful breath, we can notice other feelings, any tenderness arising in our heart, other feelings happening throughout the system. And we can actually direct breath energy to any tension or difficulty. You can imagine it as light moving in and toward a particular tension with our breath as we breathe in. Now you may still be just establishing yourself in the first tetrad, connecting with the breath as you're settled into your posture. That's okay. We each have our own practice. We're experimenting. Also, sometimes if we lose our focus, we have to step back into the first tetrad of feeling the breath, coming back into that sense of connection with the meditation object. And as we stay with it, we build up this energy and this focus. It can help to have the voice of another to gently call us back to being here and now, keeping your experience as predominant and allowing my voice to be in the background. Guidance can also help introduce us to new skills or remind us to use skills that we've suddenly forgotten to employ. So you may notice some other muscle groups that you can relax. Or if you're getting overly relaxed and sleepy, you can straighten up, lean forward. Just see what you need right now. We're just learning to be receptive to what's most wholesome within us, allowing it in. And if your mind has wandered off, that's what a guided meditation is for. Just bringing you back. Go back to your breath, your meditation object, and notice the feeling, a sensation in the body with the breath. There might be a part of the breath that feels unpleasant. Maybe it's the middle part or the end of the breath before it turns around. We're just learning to experiment and see what really harmonizes in our system with the breath and with our feelings. And so at this point, if you make any adjustments in your posture, really gently tune into those adjustments. Like I'm intending to move my head, and then move your head, lifting your chin with intention just slowly and gently lifting or moving, because that also helps to maintain some of that focus and concentration. It's okay to move, but we just want to do it mindfully with attention and intention. And you can actually even play with that. Like, what if I lifted my chin right now, mindfully and gently, without any judgment? Just moved my chin up a little bit. Like, just right there, it helps to keep that energy, that focus going. Now, as you really settled into the breath, notice how it feels so subtle. It's less dramatic than many of the other ways in which we focus our attention throughout the day. And so it's easy for the mind to drift away. But you have to keep inviting it back. To be interested in the breath will help you stay focused. To be interested in these soft and subtle sensations. Really, really building a relationship with your meditation object. And coming back to a feeling of kindness toward yourself. Gentleness and openness. And so before we close and I offer my dedication, take a moment to reflect on how you're feeling now compared to when you started. There may be some information that you need to just notice what your state is right now. And then take a moment to see if you can continue your mindfulness practice today, making an inner commitment or a feeling of resolve to work with this practice and to find a time of day each day that feels just right for you. May we all understand the importance of our lives, meeting inevitable difficulties throughout the day with more patience, kindness, and understanding. May we each cultivate our inner wisdom, self-respect, and compassion to serve as sources of healing in our troubled world. And may we all free our hearts and minds to awaken further each day, little by little. We can do it.